Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make 3 fall DIY signs, so let's get started. So here I have a pumpkin cutout that I already had on hand, and I gave it 3 coats of white paint. Now if you don't have one, Dollar Tree right now has some blank pumpkins that you can purchase for $1. So what we're going to do is I want to make this pumpkin look rustic, so by doing so I'm taking some brown acrylic paint and a chip brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip the brush into the paint. Then you want to go ahead and dab some of the paint off. Then want to start by brushing the outer edge of the pumpkin. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now we want to add some dimension to the pumpkin. This is why I'm doing these strokes inside the pumpkin. Okay, so here I'm going to add a wood block to the back of this sign because I do want it to stand up on its own. So for this next part, you're going to need a sheet protector, and I trimmed off the edge, and I also placed inside a piece of copy paper. This is going to go through your printer. Make sure that the closed part goes down first. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your image that you want, and you're going to mirror it and just print it out. But you want to be very careful once it comes out that you don't touch the ink because it's very wet. Then you're going to go ahead and flip it over onto your wood sign. Now you want to go ahead and gently press on the back of the sheet protector. And then you want to gently remove the sheet protector, and please be careful not to touch the ink because it will take about 2 days to fully dry. Okay, so here I have some ribbon that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and make a simple bow and just glue that to the top of the pumpkin. Hope you enjoyed the first DIY. Now on to the second one. So here I have a square wood block that I already had on hand, some white acrylic paint and an acrylic brush. I'm going to go ahead and give this about 2 coats of white paint. So I'm going to go ahead and make this sign a little rustic as well. Taking some brown acrylic paint and a chip brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start brushing the outer edge of the sign and some in the middle as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply a stencil that I cut out with my machine. Okay, so now I'm going to take some black acrylic paint and a round foam brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start applying the paint to the stencil in an up and down motion so no paint goes underneath the stencil. Now I'm taking some wooden stickers from the Dollar Tree that I purchased for only $1, and these are so cute. I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the center of the sign, but first I'm going to go ahead and paint it orange. I didn't have orange, so I'm going to go ahead and mix the red and yellow to give me the color orange that I want. Okay, so I just applied my pumpkin to the center of the sign. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply another stencil that I cut out. So the sign is going to say pumpkin spice, and I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with the first one. Okay, and that's it for my second DIY sign. Okay, so for this sign, we are starting off with a square wood block. Once again, I already had it on hand. And I'm going to use some scrapbook paper that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. We're going to go ahead and trace that out and cut it to the size of the block. Next step, I'm just applying one coat of white paint. You don't have to do this part, this is just something that I always do. And taking another pack of those Dollar Tree stickers. This time I'm going to take the leaf one. I'm going to go ahead and give that a coat of brown paint. I wanted it a little lighter, so I went ahead and mixed the brown acrylic paint with some white. Okay, so I put that off to the side to dry. Now what you want to do is take some Mod Podge and use a foam brush instead of one of these brushes. That way it doesn't leave any stroke lines. I couldn't find mine, so I went ahead and used this one. So you want to put a generous amount of Mod Podge onto the block, and then you're going to take your scrapbook paper and apply that to the top. You want to go ahead and smooth out the edges, make sure it's nice and flat and no bubbling. Just be very careful, you don't want the paper to rip. Then you're going to go ahead and apply another generous amount of Mod Podge on top. Okay, now once it's dry, if you want, you can take a piece of sandpaper and just sand off the edges. That way it looks like it's in the wood and not like you have a piece of paper lying on top. Okay, so now I have vinyl that I cut with my machine. I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the top. Now if you don't have vinyl, I do have other videos where I showed a different technique on how to apply letters to the wood. This will also work with this project if you want to check those videos out. Okay, so now I'm going to add a thin coat of Mod Podge on top. And then to finish this sign off, I'm going to add my leaf off to the side. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so I can keep posting more of these DIYs. Please also make sure you click that notification bell to let you know when I upload my next video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.